guess, guys. Lil Wayne, Offset, Christian McCaffrey, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders. When I saw that list, I was like, wait a second. Everyone's going to be in Miami. You guys excited?
I just died and went to Super Bowl heaven. Trust me on this. Fox Sports has built a little Super Bowl city on South Beach. It's going to be the heartbeat of Super Bowl week. You have to be there because we're going to have virtual rock concerts out there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. I've never been to the Super Bowl. I mean, I've never been a part of the week.
I mean,
so.
me and Weezy be pulling up together. Cause we gonna just be coming in the night before.
Oh, seriously? I mean, you can't, like, tell everyone that that's what you're going to be doing.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Somebody's going to be borrowing Wheezy's car for
I already saw that
did
post, Skip. Would you like to share with me? Because that thing looks nice.
Nope, not yet.
Jenny, we don't need no. Where me and Weezy going, we don't need no car.
Is anyone going to invite me to hang out, or am I on my own?
You good.
Okay, good to know, good to know. After impressing the league during the preseason, Zion Williamson is set to make his NBA debut tonight against the Spurs. Zion has not only been rehabbing from a knee injury, but the Pelicans have also been working with the rookie on his mechanics when he jumps and lands in order to avoid future injuries. So, Shannon, what do you expect from Zion tonight?
I expect them to play him around 20 minutes, Skip. There's no need to push him in his first game back. You got, what, another 40 games to go. So let's try to keep him as healthy as we possibly can. Skip, I believe Zion will be good. He'll be good for, some splash plays. That's what he is, Skip.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a highlight reel.
Yep.
Dunks, he's going to probably catch somebody. He's going to probably body bag somebody. He's going to probably throw somebody shot up in the second row.
Maybe.
Because that's what he is.
Yep.
Skip, I don't look at him. I don't see Luka and LeBron, a guy that, assists the basketball, go get his own shot. Can he rebound like those guys? Absolutely. But I don't see him as a guy that's going to get everybody. That's what they got Holiday for. Brandon Ingram can handle the ball. They got Lonzo Ball. So they got enough ball handlers. So I don't see that kind of impact. But I do see splash plays. I do see highlight plays. And so you'll see him on a loop making all those plays. Skip, the thing that's concerned me about him, has always concerned me, is his health.
Yep.
And Skip, I got two guys, and no one's probably really thought about this. Two guys that had his athleticism that were 100 to 120 pounds lighter and have knee issues. Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. Those guys rival his athleticism, but at 120 pounds lighter.
True.
So can you imagine a man that's 300 pounds with that kind of explosive athleticism, up, down, on a nightly basis, 20 minutes tonight, but you hope eventually you get him to 30, 35 minutes doing that over and over and over again. That's my concern, Skip. Hopefully he can, get with the right training, get a chef. And look, I know it's Skip, it's not fun eating that bland stuff, And I people like, well, how do you
Although, if you start, as you well know, you'll retrain your taste buds, and after a while you'll say, why did I eat that junk, right? You won't like it anymore.
The thing is, Skip, is that what I told people when I played and I trained, I said the difference between you and I eat for survival, you eat for enjoyment. And therefore, that's why you could never beat me.
True.
Yeah.
Zion, that's how you're going to have to be.
But you can eat right for enjoyment, too. There are ways to cook it right.
Well, I'm sure Zion wants MVPs, wants championships more than he wants beignets and etouffee and, I don't know if he but that boudin and all that. I know you don't know about that kind of stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
So you've had lots of reservations about his body.
Yes.
Even within the last 6 weeks on the show, you have had reservations. Has he gained too much weight when he couldn't do much, if any, cardio because he had knee surgery?
Right.
The video I saw yesterday, he looked pretty good.
Okay.
Because they say, according to David Griffin, their GM, and I have a lot of respect for him, they have retrained everything about Zion mechanically. They retrained him to walk, to run, to jump off one leg, and to land differently than he was landing before. Because the two guys you point out, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, much lighter men, extremely athletic, and often put themselves in dangerous, precarious situations as they landed awkwardly because they go up so high and get hit by so many bigger men, and then they fall precariously, dangerously. That's not going to happen to this guy. it's the pounding of 300 pounds coming down and down on your joints, especially your knees.
Right.
They could wear out quickly. Okay. Because Kareem lasted a long time because he was lithe.
Yes.
He was, for his size, he was thin. Could I dare say skinny?
Yes, he was.
He wasn't a big weight room guy. And so he was landing softly.
Right.
And he didn't jump.
He wasn't exploding. Kareem was throwing the sky hooks.
Throwing the sky hook. And he could rebound pretty much flat-footed because he was 7'3".
Yeah, 7'1", I think.
7'1", whatever.
7'2", 7'2".
Okay. So here's the point. Are we seeing a new guy? But whatever he did it right. His body looked good to me.
Right.
So now I'm going to quote my friend Brian Windhorst on ESPN. I saw him talking about how, remember, Brian covered LeBron from day one, like middle school on up. And Brian made the point that LeBron's first preseason, ahead of that opening game at Sacramento, I'm going to use Brian's word, it was crap. That LeBron was terrible and their team was terrible in the preseason. So you couldn't see him coming.
Right.
But on opening night at Sacramento, LeBron played 43 minutes. I just checked this. 43 minutes. He was he 18 or 19?
18.
Was he still 18?
I think he was 18,
18
yeah.
maybe.
Because he was going to be 19 in December.
All right, that's true. Okay, so on opening night, he's still 18. 43 minutes, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals. That'll work. And he shot 12 of 20 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, no surprise, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, so that wasn't a big night. They lost 106-92, but they weren't very good.
Right.
But I thought that was a sensational debut for LeBron James at that age.
Oh, Zion got way more help around him than what LeBron had.
Way more. So here was Brian's point, again, back to Brian Windhorst. He said that Zion's 4 preseason games before he hurt his knee were, to use his word, awesome.
Yeah.
He played 27 minutes a night, not high minutes.
Right.
Averaged 23, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Well, and splash, lots of splash plays, right?
Everybody remembers when he took the ball from Kevin Knox.
Oh, was that in the summer league?
Yeah, it was summer league.
Yeah.
And boom.
Boom. Just hammered it right.
And I think he dunked on somebody from Atlanta. He hammer cocked that. Skip, he's a highlight. He and Lonzo can be Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
They nicknamed Sean Kemp the Rain Man because it looked like he was just falling out of the sky. He was up so high. And this kid has that kind of athleticism. And remember, Sean Kemp started having problems, Skip, when he couldn't control his weight. You know, getting up there that high when you're a small man is one thing in landing. You get up there and you start getting 280, 290, 300 pounds with that kind of explosion. That's asking an awful lot on those joints.
Yeah, in the 4 preseason games, Zion shot 71% from the field. Why? Because he can really finish.
Yes.
Either hand, kind of like LeBron. I'm not saying he's going to be LeBron because he's not. It's just, it's hard for anybody to ever be what LeBron is.
And you see, Skip, like you said, the athleticism of a man that size, the way he can shift his body, contort his body like a much smaller man, like you see D Rose, like you see Russ gets up in the air and doing all this and laying it up. That's how D Rose was Russell Westbrook before Russell. He had that kind of explosion. But the injuries and that tore it.
Okay. So he is joining a wildly exciting basketball team.
They are.
Because they are young and they are hungry and they are talented.
Yep.
And Lonzo is the perfect fit for Zion, to your point. And B.I. is playing at an all-star level, right?
He is.
And Josh Hart is there, and Drew Holiday just came back, and those 2 kids they drafted are
Jackson
really
Hayes
talented.
can challenge at the rim. Yeah, he's a leaper also.
Woo. And they got Favors as kind of a tough,
he's
older,
solid
veteran presence in the paint. It's a pretty good basketball team that is just about to become must-see TV.
I believe in Alvin Gentry, the head coach, Skip. I believe he's saying, guys, we can make the playoffs.
3.5 games out of
We can make the playoffs. We're good enough to make the playoffs. They be short-lived, because you know who they're going to get first round.
The Clippers?
Don't do that, Skip.
Oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Imagine, though, a matchup between LeBron and Zion. I mean,
you know what? It would be pretty good to start off with.
It'd be pretty good. It'd be 4-0.
That would be huge.
4-0.
Hey, Lonzo returns, B.I. returns, Josh Hart returns to L.A. That would work.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hopefully they still got their place. They can sleep in it.
Yeah.
Because we going to
put them right to sleep? Okay.
Oh, you know what, Skip?
Well, you're going way out on a limb.
Now you know what AD do. What does AD do against his former team? Now, you know what he do, Skip. Now, cause you been getting him hard time. Well, AD in the playoffs, he couldn't get a team. He's like, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I do like that.
Oh, we going to dump it down to him.
I do love this.
Yeah.
50.
I want to see that. I want to see 1-8 in that first round.
It'll be 4.
It's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, you can just keep going that way.
I kind of love that, actually.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
I mean, I love MB doing CC.
I'll tell you what, I don't love my Spurs chances tonight at New Orleans because I think
Why
they're
not?
for a beating.
Whoa, but the Spurs, I mean, you know, Coach Pop got them playing, too. Remember they beat the Celtics and they went on the road and beat somebody else?
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
else,
the Bucks.
somebody
The Bucks.
else.
They beat the Bucks, and you talk about, they beat the Bucks. They beat Giannis. Now, all of a sudden, you worried about the Pelicans.
Are you more Clippers or Spurs, or is it even fair to say? Just
He
different
Kawhi. He a
appreciation.
Kawhi fan.
I've always been a Kawhi fan, and I'm
True.
back.
Oh, you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Glad
I
that
thought
we're
love was like an eclair. Once it goes cold, it can't be reheated. But clearly, that's
Really?
not the case anymore.
You can win people
Mine
back.
got reheated.
I see.
happen.
I see.
Yep.
You should take note, Shannon.
You're right,
You
you're
should
right.
learn something there.
It is. This, you know.
Okay, we're going to talk about Kyle Shanahan a bit and something that happened to him in the past. Did he learn a valuable lesson that will help his 49ers in the Super Bowl? Antonio Cromartie joins us again today to discuss next.